the Church of Jesus Christ. We tend to think of the term pro-life as synonymous with opposing abortion, but that's only one aspect of what it means to be truly pro-life. A few weeks ago, the British Parliament took a step toward legalizing assisted suicide through the government-run healthcare program there. They're just one of the most recent countries to do so. Canada did it in 2016, and they've seen a 15-fold increase in the annual number of assisted suicides since then. What's more, many Americans agree with the premise. There are already states where the government will help pay for your assisted suicide. In a well-known case in Oregon, the state-run health insurance denied a patient cancer treatment for late-stage cancer, but did offer to pay for her assisted suicide. Of course, none of us relishes the idea of prolonged suffering. We can feel sympathetic for those who are experiencing pain without much hope of recovery. But when we say it's okay to intervene to end such lives, we're making judgments that have deep moral, philosophical, and theological implications. We're cutting down to the most profound and fundamental questions about the nature of life. While it might seem compassionate to advocate ending a suffering life, it's actually the adoption of a secular, utilitarian ethic that says the value of life comes from someone's usefulness or happiness. That means life has no inherent, permanent value, but is only valuable because of a certain level of mental process or functionality or enjoyment. And once you've decided the value of life is subjective, according to these things, more and more lives are considered not worth living. But the Christian worldview is far different. And it's the Christian worldview that enabled the rise of the Western world with its freedom, healthcare, science, mass education, and arts. The Christian worldview recognizes that God is the author of life, not us. Human life, every human life, has inherent value and dignity. That value does not come from a person's productivity or usefulness or happiness, but because he or she is a human being, and human beings are created in the very image of God, the only creatures for whom that is true. For that reason, yes, Christians stand up for the lives of the unborn because they have infinite value as human beings in God's image. But we also must stand for the sanctity of lives of those who are elderly, ill, suffering, or disabled. The utilitarian ethic says there's no point in living a life of suffering. The Christian ethic says with Paul, so we do not lose heart. Though our outer self is wasting away, our inner self is being renewed day by day. For this light momentary affliction is preparing us for an eternal weight of glory beyond all comparison.